Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. Today we have on the agenda to build batteries and lithium batteries in the train system. Technically lithium-sulfur batteries, but I rest my case. These are one of the few items that still are just made in the starter base. So today we are going to remedy that. I think I've decided to use this spot. We are going to need we're gonna need, I think, copper. I think iron. I think lithium. Let me double check here. Iron, copper, sulfuric acid, copper, lithium, sulfuric acid. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then we're also going to do this. Can even copy all of that. Good stuff. Put that there. Take this. Put this here. Put that there. Take this. Go here. Looks good. Connect these two. And then we'll have two loading stations. We can put one here. And then we put one here. Easy as can be. There we go. Okay, nice. That should be all the things that we need for that. Now, technically our iron train is not ready yet, because our starter base is currently the only thing that needs iron. I'm gonna have to drag this from here to here. Not like that, though. You are going to this full. Okay. So this first one will be copper. And copper request, which we have so many of currently. This here will be iron plates. And iron plate request. And then this here will be lithium and lithium request. Boom. Now, right. We absolutely did do this. That's unfortunate. Let's put a... We didn't put anything else there. Okay, that's good. So let's put a loading boy here. We're gonna call this passive provide lithium. And you're gonna go there. Okay, cool. Take that. We'll take this and go here. The oil remains. Yeah, you can't go here yet. Which is okay. We're mostly just waiting for things to get constructed here. Don't know what this is technically used for. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a while. What is the energy control unit used in for recipes? Energy control unit. Okay, this is all things. Oh, well, this one might actually be something we can use soon, TM. Advanced furnace as well. Charges matter stabilizer. Compact beacons. Wide area beacons. Portable antimatter reactor. That sounds juicy. And a power armor. Okay, power density data. That's another thing for research, I guess. Which is used in the advanced catalog. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna be using that later, but not now. Okay, let's go north to our new battery production. Let's see if we can get that built. Boop. Let's see if we can also... I have some of these squares somewhere. Here, for example. Let's put these out here. To get a bit more construction area. Thank you very much. Pretty sure we just put that out there as well. Okay, so batteries. Now, we haven't really been playing with beacons for batteries yet. Why? Why do we have one module here? I don't understand myself sometimes. So, batteries, we'll do like this. We had a design for a beacon build with 4 somewhere, not like this, but more like this. So I would say it's here. Like that. Now, I don't particularly... We can do this, actually. So we'll just do this. And then put this here. That does work. Then I think we put tier 2 modules in this. And we put this here. Just for symmetry's sake, I'm gonna do that. That should be loading all of the sulfuric acid in here. I didn't remove that. There we go. This looks pretty decent to me. Let's see what the output of this will actually be with some modules, though. Can we get them? Well, we have so much sulfur that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, let's take a look at this times 8. Not bad, not bad. 200 copper, 200 iron plates. It's not a lot. So how many of these do we actually want? I think we turn this around as well, yeah? Put an output there. Take this. 2. I think we do this. Not a very reasonable amount, but we'll just go with this, you know? And then we'll do same thing. But with this in mind. This here will be lithium-ion battery. I'm guessing at least this also will not require that much. So we're gonna do same size of build here. Nice. This will then be lithium-ion batteries. And then this will be batteries, but going the other way around. Just going in here. Perfect. And then lithium-ion, or lithium-sulfur. Lithium-sulfur, not lithium-ion. Lithium-sulfur, please. Please. So we have sulfur coming in. This first bad boy is iron. Goes in there. Then I think this is copper, yeah? Take this out here. Go in here. Do that. And go in there. And then we need a copper and thing here. It's gonna be a bit tighter on forge. No, this is way annoying. I think we'll take copper the other direction, yeah? Then we'll find lithium. We're gonna find copper here. And into our spaghetti. And then we'll take lithium out here. Perfect. Man, I should really rename this playthrough Somebody Touch My Spaghetti. Okay, send that into the system, because we just don't have enough motors. This boy is really struggling for his life right now. He's made 300,000 motors so far. It's a good feat, but yeah. It's a good feat. Then worker robot speed is gonna take a while as well. Let's see. Lithium-ion batteries. Oh, no. Lithium-sulfur batteries are mostly used for things that I'm not really producing right now. So we're mostly just getting these, and then I'm gonna not deal with that anymore for a while. Yeah, the demand is extremely low. This here will then be a passive provider of lithium-sulfur batteries. And this here will be provider of batteries. Boom. Then we'll build a little trainee right here with some cargo wagons. There we go. Another successful spaghetti build. At least these builds are more localized than this spaghetti that we have here. Coal. I just realized we don't have a substitute for that patch, do we? Not really. We have a couple of small ones, but I mean, it'd have to be this one. 6 million. It's the only one that I actually would like. That's unfortunate. At least 2 million is gonna last us for quite a while. Hopefully. In 10 hours. We've gotten 800k. And productivity here is 80%. This is almost 4 million, I guess. It's gonna last us for a while. So all of these are waiting. You can go to this empty cargo. Copper will eventually get there. Eventually. Lithium. This is full cargo, empty cargo. You have only 3k lithium, so copper is going to be our biggest concern. Pretty sure you're on your way here, yeah? But at least the builds are done. I would like to see this working before I let it go. But I would assume it's like 800. It's not much. It will do almost 1k batteries. This is gonna consume about the same. It'd be the same result in batteries, which is not much. Really thinking if we should be increasing copper or not. And that's fine. Should we be doubling copper or not? We don't have the modules for it, I think. We don't have pyroflux to do this the other way either. We barely can sustain the copper, actually. We can't sustain the copper. So... let's go with that for now. Let's put some of those there as well. See if we can increase this to be full belts. That would at least help a little bit. So if we can't feed this build, it's not great. It's already struggling at full speed. Which is not... Okay. Stone processing is doing fairly well. The question is, do we there's one major downside of making bricks down here. I would like to do it here instead, because it's closer to our starter base. And we'll still have bots that absolutely require those things because of the mall. Could feed this with a blue belt, to be honest. Get something out of that. So I think what we want to do is put it here. At least 2. So we'll do this. Go there. This goes the other direction. That goes the other direction. That goes in there. So I think this is going to be the plan. So whenever this is done, which is going to take a little bit of time still, we'll just do bricks here. And the station's going to be next to here. Ideally, I would want to use this spot. But once copper is done, we'll repurpose this to unload stone instead for this. Now, do we want to make concrete there as well? Because that wouldn't be a bad idea. So we would like to have another build for concrete eventually. Just gonna do this here. Concrete. Then I'll remember that I'll need to build some concrete here as well. Maybe even refined concrete. So I'll remember to do this later once this is done. That can just idle there for now. Other thing we talked about is rocket control units. Rocket control units. We're completely out of yellow cards as well, which we would need to research a couple of these things. Reach, movement speed. Like, these are not super freaking useful things, right? But I kinda wanna just send them. Let's do that. Because that's not a bad idea. So, batteries. Did we get any copper yet? We have not gotten any copper yet. This is now 2 full belts. Can remove that. We're tapping that as fast as we can, basically. Keep looking at this. Where the hell did you go with the copper this time? Yeah, you went here. Okay. Which is reasonable. I think we're coming to the realization that copper is probably our most used thing outside of sand. And we are hitting the limit of how much we can produce. Pretty consistently now. I'd like to eliminate this gap here. Stone we are also consuming heavily. We're only using half of that in iron. How are we doing on pyroflux? A little bit better, but not much. And this goes back again to copper, I think. It does go back to copper. And actually, it goes back to most of the things. I don't know how to deal with that in a better way. Copper here is also completely dead. So anything else that we need to move out of the starter base? I mean, it would be this. Rocket fuel. which does require us to make solid fuel. Question is, do we want to make solid fuel? Probably not here. Probably not here. Although I think that might be a small mistake, maybe. Solid fuel is divided by 10. So this would be 10k solid fuel per delivery. Fueled, which would be another divided by 10. So 1k solid rocket fuel. We could make this with ammonia instead. Or hydrogen chloride. I mean, hydrogen chloride is this. How many would we need? Like, this is 3. That makes 13 per second. Oh, we can't even make that. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, sand is a very accessible resource, but we'd need a lot. I think making it from oil makes sense. But this is 4 inputs. The ammonia is... where do we have ammonia? Here. This is not super... This is also sand-based. Okay. Now I'm getting mega distracted here. So, did we solve this issue yet? Not well, kinda. Yeah, I think we did solve this. So, production will be done. And this will go here. It's gonna take some time for that to reach batteries, unfortunately. The only way I can solve that actually is by building another setup just like it. Let me look at the modules that we have. Let's see. We can do that now. Or if we have to wait. Oh, we have to wait. This is the only module that I have a little bit of a stockpile with. Productivity, we don't. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of a pause and figure out what we need to work on next. Okay, I'm back. So, I've been looking around the base now for quite some time, and unfortunately, the biggest glaring issue that we have is copper. And instead of rebuilding this and turning it into something else, I'll be stealing this design, rotating it, and putting it down here. So we are gonna remove this because that's not needed. And we'll take an offshore pump. Hello? Offshore pump. Putting it there with that. And together with this, we're gonna need a little bit more of copper mining as well. Because frankly, the copper mining that we have is not gonna support this. So we're gonna put a nice loading station right here. Take a little bit of this. And put that right here. And we'll do that as well. That's not needed. We'll add one more in here. Like so. And then we'll add these here. There we go. And there we go. This goes in here. That goes there. This goes there. That should be able to cover all of this. That should be able to cover all of that as well. Perfect. Okay. Because hopefully this is gonna solve our copper issues for now. Hopefully. Technically, we could have cleaned this up without the ingots, because I don't think that copper ingots are going to be used for anything. No, not really. Not really. So we'd only use it for copper smelting. So this here is completely useless. I'm gonna leave that for now anyway. And while that is doing its thing, I kinda wanna take a look at train equipment. Mostly out of curiosity. So we have these additional electric engines. There we go. I think we can easily make all of these, yeah. And it should result in a movement bonus of 50%. Greatly increases the max speed and acceleration of the vehicle it's placed in, exception locomotives only have their acceleration increased. Let's make something stupid like 50 of these, you know? Oh, that's a 20-second craft time, and that's 30 seconds. Okay. Okay, my guy. Gonna bump this up so that we can actually get these a bit quicker. I want to experiment with this and this one. I'm gonna put that to manual for now. This takes 250. Let's go to the locomotive instead. Let's go over here. We take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 8 times 250. How much is that? That would be 2 megawatts, right? Which I don't think we can do right now, because the only reasonable generator we have does 1 megawatt. So we can only do this. I want to see if this makes a difference or not. I'm thinking maybe it's not gonna make a big difference. If it does, we're gonna have to equip our trains accordingly. Okay. 16 of those, which is not that bad. And then we'll do this. Again, if we want to do this for all the trains, this is gonna be a bit rough. Max speed is probably still gonna be 250, right? Wait, why are you? You're trying to go where? Oh, you're trying to go in here. Okay. That makes sense. It's fine, it's fine. We shouldn't be missing those. We should have these, yeah? Oh, we do. That's fine. And we'll have these very soon. How are we doing with uranium anyway? We did change this up a little bit. Okay, that's actually not fast enough either. That's a problem. Let's put that there. We're depleting these so quickly now that we're stacking up a little bit, but okay. So are they on the way or no? Okay, they are kind of on the way. So there should be a significant increase in acceleration here. Maybe. It's 350 movement speed bonus. So acceleration should be very quick. Like, very quick. Okay, that's done. That's done. This is not done. Okay, we're gonna have to wait a little bit more. Let's take a look down here. Okay, this is not doing anything. Can we also make... No, we can't make that until the rail is constructed. Let's hook that up to some power. Yeah, that's already hooked up. Should be fine. needs to be connected there, though. I see, I see. Everything here should be all fine. Okay. That's now completed. This needs one. That's done. That's done. That's done. Okay, so I'm curious. Let's take a ride here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much instant 250 kilometers. I mean, that's nice. I think we definitely should do that because they're not that expensive. And this should be kind of capped, you know? I wish we could increase the max speed as well. But, yeah. We do still have a little bit of braking force to get. Let's see here how quickly we go from 0 to 250, but I'm gonna guess it's almost gonna be instant. That's gonna help train throughput in our system quite a lot. I hope we're gonna be able to unload most of this ammo soon. It's been hours, and we still haven't been able to properly fill every single wall with ammo. To me, it's wild, but, yeah. It is what it is. Okay. We are about to be done here. We're about to be done here. Okay, I mean, it takes like 1-2 seconds to hit max speed. That's good. That's good. We are definitely gonna want to get that for our trains. I think we can potentially do this with the equipment gantry. I saw some pictures on the Discord that suggested it, but I don't know how to use that building yet. But yeah, we're gonna have to look at that later. I think we still probably don't have enough uranium to go nuclear locomotives yet. So I don't know how much that actually uses. But that seems like a cool change. Okay, steel is being really slow here in the main. There's not much we can do about that right now. We're not even filling the iron completely. I'm guessing this has done something recently, so... That's rough that you went there. But it's okay. So we can put this train up here. 1, 2, 3. And then these. There we go. Eventually I'd like a thing where I can deploy trains from, but that won't be happening right now. This is gonna be the ingots. That's gonna be the copper. Okay, so we need to fill this one up with a new train. That's okay. You're gonna build it, right? So having this additional copper is gonna help us so much. Okay, we did get copper to the batteries. We did, however, not get this. How did I fail this? Okay, that's looking better. I'm assuming this has the same problem then. And it did. Okay. Well, batteries will be going in here. We can finally see this build doing its thing. We're using about 400 sulfuric acid per second right now. That's wild to me. Okay, we don't have enough belt either to do this. I send this belt into the system so we can start doing that. You are waiting for landfill. I think landfill we have. Okay, it's on the way. It's just incredibly slow. Very slow. And partly because of copper, right? So getting this up and running is gonna help us. And hopefully in a not too distant future, we're gonna have a better copper smelting thing. But I need way more vulcanite at that point. I need a proper vulcanite processing area as well, where we put things in a train before we put them into modules, I think. And that would be very helpful. Okay, so that's almost done. This is kinda going. This is copper plates, right? We don't need to do anything with this train. It just needs to wait. Which is fair enough. You have sulfuric acid going. You don't have water going. Okay. That's interesting that that got cancelled. I think when that plopped down, that got cancelled. Interesting. Very interesting. This is gonna be copper loading. That's the only thing that we're gonna have to do, right? And we just need to wait for this to do its thing. I think, yeah, that's gonna get starved. Turret is out of ammo. Yeah, okay. We're going again too. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a lot of stations that still need ammo. Oof. Okay, that's now done. So I'm gonna take this train Gonna copy this here. You're gonna go there. Wait for being loaded. This is still open, which is fine. This bad boy has not been built yet. We're desperately waiting for copper plates. Very desperately. And 103 modules. Yeah, that's gonna fill up. Can you get constructed or what? Please. Where my train wagon is at. Where they at? Don't have enough. We didn't have enough. That's the problem. That's now full. You still have barely any ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if we're even keeping up with ammo production. Rifle. Yeah, we are. It just takes a while to get there. Okay, last wagon, and then we can copy this, yeah? You, of course, had to turn around. Obviously. Okay, there we go. So, this guy to this guy to here. And that now should be working properly as well. And this unloading is not working properly because of that, which is very unfortunate. I should be, I should learn to spot that that's a problem. I should really learn to spot that that's a problem. Okay, and this is still working. Everything here is now working. This is because lithium is not doing anything, basically. This is only making 120 per minute, so that gun takes some time. That's gonna take some time, okay. Perfect. You are not quite full yet, but you're getting there. You're not quite full either, but you're getting there. You are about to unload the last 2k. Just need this. Just need this. This one thing is what we need. And then we need a bunch of blue belt. 173 to be exact. If we take a look at the blue belt, we are actually not really missing anything. That's an inserter problem. Okay, that's way better. I'm assuming we're gonna run out of that, yeah? And this is still not doing its thing, yeah? But this has now made its first delivery. Which is gonna go over here and refill this. Which is great. So now our starter base is gonna wake up again. Eventually. Did you make another ammo delivery? Something you made it up here, I think. But there's only 40 there. Could we do anything to improve this? This is only steel, that's... Yeah. It's the trickle of steel. That's the problem. I mean, we could take iron and steel from up here to make this not rely on that as much. That would help. Okay, and we do have all the blue belt on the way, I think. No, then we just need the modules and everything for that to be more effective. But we do have it. Okay, and you are about to be full. You are not gonna be full, but this is gonna... Probably gonna want 3 of these trains to serve 2 stations, but for now, this should drastically improve our copper production. And our 2K bots are actually doing a fairly good job so far. Cool. We have a bunch of construction bots still on the way though, but sometimes I wish I could just fast forward here. Wait, are you out of lubricant? You are. Interesting. Didn't think that would be a problem. Let's get personal logistics back on track here. Take a look at this. We are consuming in bursts of... These are quite big bursts. I think we'll soon be at a point where that's gonna be impossible to sustain. Let's get rid of this steel belt from here, I think. Might be breaking something else now. But I hope not. And then we'll drag this through here. like so. And put that there. So steel should not be an issue when it comes to ammo production. And this is way more efficient steel anyway, so we might as well use that. Okay, now plates are finally popping up here. Which is great. And you just delivered. You are sleeping. So it's gonna go here soon. Okay. But I think that solves most of our copper problems that we have right now. So I think that's gonna be the end of this episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.